Hi guys, it's Rick Shields down here at Quest Golf Studio in Lytham, and today I've got my hands on the brand new TaylorMade PSi TOUR, so the forged iron. Two new sets that TaylorMade have brought out, PSi and PSi TOUR. These were under wraps when I tested the PSI, so it's nice to finally get my hands on them. Very much Tour designed. They have taken inspiration from the greatest players in the world about what they want to look at in an iron and how it wants to perform. And with that in mind, you've got to think who this is targeted towards. It's targeted towards your incredibly good golfer. It's small, it's forged, it's got, yes, a bit of help, a bit of padding with the speed slot and the face slot. You'll have to do a bit more than that to make it a forgiving iron, but it's a bloody good looking iron. It really is. Now, this has come out to really replace the RSI TP and the RSI 2. So the PSI, normal PSI 1, I think they're called, PSIs, and the PSI TOUR, they're to replace the RSI 2 and the RSI TP. Do they need to bring this out? Possibly not. Do you want to go and try them? You possibly do, because they just make them good looking, don't they? So I'm going to hit them on GC2. I've only got 7 iron. I've only got a sample 7. Just got it in standard stiff flex. 7 iron is 31.5 degrees, so not overly strong. I would put my predictions carrying somewhere within the 170 mark. I'm going to hit 30 shots, 30 golf shots, and see how this club performs on the 10 best, the 10 middle shots, and the 10 worst performing golf shots, to give you a bit of an indication of its kind of level of forgiveness as well. I've never hit this yet. Never. So let's have a look at it behind the ball first. It's small. I almost said that before I put the club down. It is a small head. It's got a cute, thin top line. Speed slots down across the face slots, and then the speed slot across the bottom, helping with off-centered hits. To what extent, I'm not sure, but we'll soon find out after I hit 30 shots. Just a really good-looking club. I can tell why the Tour pros have designed it in this way. It just looks sleek, and it looks friendly because it's attractive, but it doesn't look forgiving. It doesn't look like it's going to give you a help up over a brick wall or a tricky 180-yard par 3 up the hill, but it's off a tight line. But it's a pretty looking iron. So let's hit some shots. I'm going to hit 30, not all on camera. I'll hit them so we can see them at the end. I'll hit these first 3 on camera to give my first ever reaction. I promise you, I've never hit this golf club yet. Right, I hit the RSI TPs, and I was super excited about hitting the RSI TPs. I suddenly fell out of love with them because they sounded horrendous. I don't know why, but they sounded horrendous, the RSI TPs. I love the RSI 1s and the RSI 2s, I love them. RSI TPs sounded horrendous. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Much different to the RSI TP on performance? Probably not. I've seen the first carry distance. 176, just if you're wondering. I'll give you some more data in a bit, but just felt wonderful and sounded even better. Very nice. Right, I'm going to hit 28 more shots. Join me in a sec and we'll see how it's performed in all the 10 different areas. Best shots, middle shots, worst shots. Let's hit one more. That was lovely. Oh, it sounds good. Right, join me in a sec. Right, all 30 shots been hit with the PSI TOUR, and got some interesting results to show you. Very interesting. So first off, when hit middled, absolute butter. Absolute butter. It was beautiful. The flight, the feel, the sound, everything that you would get from it was butter. When not hit so great, it's the opposite to butter. Not particularly nice at all. When not hit fantastic out the middle, you get punished, and the results show that. Let me show you. So over the 30 shots, the PSI TOUR averaged carry distance. Now this is a 7 iron, 31.5 degrees, averaged at 167 yards of average carry distance. Now that, for me, with that loft, is short. I'll show you why in a minute. There are all the shots. I found side-to-side movement wasn't much at all. I missed very little side-to-side, rights and lefts, just front to back, some of my biggest misses. But side-to-side was okay. Not a lot of, well, no offset on this at all. You can see the strikes there across the face, circulating around middle. Now, if you're not a golfer that circulates around middle like that, just turn off this video now. Don't even bother thinking about buying these clubs. If your strike pattern doesn't circulate around middle, anywhere like that, turn it off. So let's have a look at some distances now on the, let's go for the middle hits first. So the middle hits were averaging expected 167. The strikes were kind of dotted around the middle, slightly high and low, but you know, okay strikes, pretty good hits. Flight wise, amazing. Very, very tight side to side dispersion on the 10 normal golf shots that I hit, 10 good golf shots. The strikes were good and the flights were even better still, okay? Should we go for the best 10? So the best 10 averaged at 171. So the best 10 shots that I hit averaged at 171. The furthest I hit was actually those first two you saw on camera at the very start, which both landed 167. And they were two ridiculously good hits. They were, in hindsight now, after hitting the other 28 shots after, they were the best of the best. They were great strikes. I'm glad you could witness those two shots. Strike-wise, again, off the middle, was dancing around middle as you would expect, and, you know, good, solid numbers. Okay. Bad golf shots. So let me just see what I was averaging ball speed-wise on normal shots. So ball speed, I was averaging at 121. Okay. 121. On the bad shots, I averaged at 119. Average carry distance on the bad shots was 163. So I lost 4 yards, which, thinking it back again, in hindsight again, isn't as dramatically bad as I thought the shots were when I hit them. Because they didn't feel pretty. They didn't feel particularly nice. The good ones, amazing. The bad ones, not so great. You can see, again, the strike on the bad ones aren't that bad. Really not that bad. They're somewhere around middle, but they're not that bad. You know, they're not horrendous. They're not missing the grooves bad. So you can just see there's not a whole lot of forgiveness when not hit absolutely in the screws, absolutely in the middle. Feel when hit in the middle is better than anything that I've hit. And that's even talking about my Hogans. It's better than anything I've hit in the middle. And that's why Tour pros are probably going to love this iron, because they hit the middle. I'm glad I hit 30 shots because it gave me a real idea and a sensation to what happens when it's not hit well. And it's just not as good. I mean, to be fair, yardage-wise, I was quite happy with the front-to-back dispersion overall in the end. 163 worst shots, 171 best shots. That's not far away. You know, if I was hitting into a green, I'm not going to get that punished. So maybe some more testing required. Certainly, I'd love to test the longer irons in these, the 4-5 irons. God, maybe even 3. I think the shorter the iron, the more precise you're going to be with this set, because the pitching wedge, sand wedge, are going to have, or 9-iron pitching wedge, you're going to have that forged feel. They're going to feel and look great. So far, I've got mixed thoughts on the PSi Tour. I think it's a step up from the RSI TP that they had last year. Was it a massive step up? Not really. Just acoustics, it just sounds better, and therefore you get a better feel when you hit it. I think it looks the part. I love how slim it is. I love how small it is. I love how they've had that influence from tour players. Is it going to suit everyone? No. Do you need to go and try it? Yes. Is it going to go in my bag? To be continued. We're going to see. I'm going to do a little bit more testing. Guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. A little first insight to the TaylorMade PSi Tour. I'm sure they won't be the last you'll see of them at some point, either doing head-to-heads or challenges. I think Pete's sniffing out a set as well. Guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Comment down below. Subscribe to the channel here. I'm going to ponder. I'm driving home now. I'm going to ponder about these little bad boys and have a little think about how they actually perform. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you soon.